Alright, let's cut through the noise here. When you hear about a Premier League team adding 6 players to their preseason tour, your first thought might be, oh, just another squad reshuffle. But hold on, this Chelsea update is way more interesting than that. Let me break down why this isn't just about friendly matches in Hong Kong, and why these new faces tell a story about ambition, strategy, and the chaos of modern football transfers. /and first off, let's talk about the elephant in the room, preseason tours. Everyone assumes it's just about selling tickets in Asia or the US, but here's the thing. This Chelsea squad is a microcosm of everything that's right and wrong with how clubs approach the summer. They've got World Cup veterans like Mike Penders, a 21-year-old Belgian shot stopper who's already playing in Qatar 2022. In my opinion, that's not just depth, it's a statement. Chelsea's scouting team is clearly targeting players who've already tasted high-pressure football, even if they're young. But does that mean they're betting on potential over proven reliability? That's the debate here. /and then there's Gabriel Slonina, the 19-year-old American who's been linked to every top club in Europe. Bringing him in while keeping Robert Sanchez and Kepa on the books? This isn't just about filling a position, it's about competition. From my perspective, this is a club intentionally creating internal pressure. Goalkeeping coach Jody Morris must be loving it, but imagine being a young keeper here. Every training session is a job interview. And that's the point, right? Chelsea's philosophy under this ownership group seems to be sink or swim. /and in now, let's dissect the Pedro Neto and Mykhailo Mudryk returns. Pedro's been out for months after the World Cup, and Mudryk's doping case? That's a PR nightmare. But here's what people overlook. Both are creative wingers. If you take a step back, this team is stacking players who can unlock tight games. But wait, does that mean they're doubling down on a system that relies on individual brilliance over structure? That's a risk. I've watched enough Chelsea games to know how often that works, and how often it doesn't. /and then there's Danny Welbeck. The guy's 33, moving from Brighton to Chelsea? On paper, it feels nostalgic. But what's the bigger picture here? This isn't just a sentimental signing. Welbeck's versatility, striker, winger, super sub, sends a message to the younger forwards: earn your spot. What many people don't realize is that Welbeck's experience in title races and European competitions might be the intangible glue this squad needs. /and but let's zoom out. The real story here isn't about 6 players. It's about Chelsea's identity crisis. They're spending big, but they're also recycling talent, Mudryk, taking gambles, Slonina, and hedging bets, multiple goalkeepers. It's like they're trying to build a Champions League contender, while also appeasing investors who want value. A detail I find fascinating is how this squad mirrors the club's ownership drama. Chaotic, unpredictable, but weirdly ambitious. /and so here's my closing thought. When Chelsea faces Juventus in Hong Kong, the result might not matter, but how these new additions play together. That's the real test. Is this a team in transition, or a collection of expensive experiments? Personally, I think we're watching a club trying to redefine itself in real time, and whether you're a fan or a critic, that makes for compelling drama. What's your take? Drop it in the comments.